Robert Kelly, Doug.
You sleep maybe Saturday, but if you wake up early Saturday, your weekend's kind of out of whack.
Out of whack, but I liked it. You come in, you do the shows, and then you get one day.
Yeah.
And then you're back at your house. And it was nice because you give, that Thursday is always a...
But it is also nice to have the one show night where you can throw it all at that show. I'd have no point of the night where I'm going, did I say this to this crowd already? Like, am I repeating myself? Someone in the audience help me, please.
I had a bad gas, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I had a real problem. I had something happen to me that's never happened in my life. I grabbed a thing called protein chips. They're just pure. I don't know. What is it?
Where are they from?
I don't know. It was at the JetBlue terminal, JFK. They have that big thing where you just grab stuff.
Yep.
And it said protein chips. Sea salt. You got me. You put sea salt on dog shit, I'm going to buy some.
Give it a shot.
Give it a shot. Sea salt on anything. Sea salt, I'm in. I bought it. And I slow rolled it all day. The flight, I had some, because I have the old banana stomach.
How big are these chips? Are they potato chips?
They look like a chip. It looked like a chip on Sesame Street.
Okay.
Like a prop chip. Mm-hmm. It didn't look. It looked like a chip, but if you looked at it, it looked like cardboard or something.
Very. What do you call that? Synthetic.
Synthetic, non-textural. Is that a word? Yep. Non-textural.
I think it is.
Non-textural. Yes, protein chip. No, that's not them.
Yeah, they're not tortilla saw, Christine. Get your head out of your ass.
I mean, what's happening?
I don't know what's going on over there. Her back feels a little better, I think.
It's getting crazy. Dude, I took these chips. I got such bad gas. First show, half hour before the show, it felt like I had to poop. Mm-hmm. Like I had to go bad. Like cramps. And every time I went in, it was just toots.
But toots might not even be the right word for it. These were thumps.
It was more trumpet. It was so bad that I couldn't stop laughing because I was I know the comics were in the other room. I mean, there's no way they're not hearing me. And it was so loud, Jay, and it was every 8 minutes I had to run back in and just...
Rip ass.
And
Would you sit on the bowl every time?
I thought poop... I was like, poop's going to come out. Never. It was all toots.
From protein chips?
Toots, no poops. Protein chips.
Does this to you?
I don't know, dude. It had
the protein shake gave you a wallop in here.
Gave me a wallop in here, but the protein. Thank God I didn't take those chips before I came in here. I mean, Jacob would. I mean, he would not talk to me.
No, you leave that shit out there in Salt Lake, dude. Let those Mormons deal with it.
I sent you a clip. I was, and you never responded. I was kind of sad.
I didn't. I just got lost in the shuffle of texts, but it's hilarious. No, but we do have it.
Do you have it?
I believe. Christine, do you have it? The fart?
I have it.
The farts?
No.
You'd be sent to the group, right?
I think so, but I have it. I have it. You ready? You want to hear it?
You sure? You just do straight old school on the microphone.
I did this for you. Ready?
I love it.
Oh, here it goes. Ready?
That's fantastic.
Dude, I mean...
You know it's a loud, long fart when you hear the fart? When the fart was over, I went, whew. I felt like I'm lighter now. Oh, God, I know that felt good.
Dude, it was... I mean, it was... I was hysterically by myself.
Do you ever laugh? Like, you laugh while you're farting, it makes it funnier because then your fart takes on your laugh because you're pushing. You go.
It was crazy.
How do they smell?
No smell. No, I don't know.
At least not. It wasn't. If it's something. If it's bad.
It would no because I believe, and I'm not a scientist. I'm not a, but I.
You're not a scientist.
I'm not a scientist, but I believe I'm a professional farter. Mm-hmm. I believe I've farted 10,000 hours in my life, and I have.
You're a comedian. You're a comedian, which draws more attention to your farts. You're
awareness.
Thinking of it. Yeah.
I'm thinking about it, and I believe that the little farts are the smelly ones.
Yeah, they tend to be.
And these ones, these little orchestra poops, little toots that are coming out. There's no smell in that. That's pure.
Yeah. That's just an air that's stuck in there. No, Bobby's coming. Raise the bridge. Raise the bridge.
That's like before they fight. We are one. We fight together. Are you with me?
No, it's funny. This weekend in Louisville, I got some of my new sweatshirts in, and one of them I got just says "slut" on it, which I thought was hilarious.
It's great.
One, I brought two shirts. One said "slut," the other one's a Marilyn Manson lyric, says "When I'm God, everyone dies," and that's all I brought. So I had to refly in my flying out shirt because I'm like, I can't go to the airport with a shirt that says "slut." More importantly, wore my slut shirt, expecting to get the Marilyn Manson. I thought would just go by the wayside. You know, people who know. If they don't, who cares? Slut. I'm like, this is going to be a hit. Like my Reading is Gay shirt. Sure. I'm like, it's going to be. Not one person acknowledged my slut shirt. Not one human being looked at that and was like, that's funny.
You know why?
Why?
Because you're a slut.
I guess I'm just a slut.
You're just a little slut. You're a little slut boy.
Don't shame me.
No, that's a good thing.
It's not time for that.
People look at you.
Because I'm a little dirty slut.
Yeah, you get little slut eyelashes, those cum catchers.
Little cum awnings.
Ah, yeah.
Let the rain just drizzle right off. I rain-X them so it goes. On my way out on the airport, I bumped into Mateo. Briefly.
I bumped into him at the airport once too. Like,
gays fly a lot.
They fly, but they don't use their plane. They use their arms.
They don't just fly on the wings of love the way I thought.
No, he created a rainbow at the airport.
But I saw Mateo, but for a second.
How good looking is he though?
He's a good looking guy. He's a fantastic body.
He wears mom's jeans, and his ass is.
Yeah, you'd be so lucky if you were gay to fuck that guy.
I mean,
you should be so lucky. And he knows opera.
And he can draw.
He's also a great artist.
Great artist.
Yeah, and that Denver Comedy Works condo, where you have the little thing they can make you can do art on there.
What?
They give you in the condo. There's little canvases.
Yeah.
And they encourage the comedians to.
What?
They give you in the condo. There's little canvases.
Yeah.
And they encourage the comedians to, and a bunch of art supplies.
Yeah.
To do it, and they put them up on the wall of the thing like we're children.
Jesus Christ!
I got one up there.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Did Ari do it with his asshole?
Ari definitely did one. I forget what it is exactly.
Blood
Probably
and piss,
weed.
cum.
Blood, piss, and cum. Yeah. He really went all the way with it. He's a real artiste.
Yeah. The 3 stages of his weekend: blood, piss, and cum.
But I saw on the way home. I was at the airport. I went there. I sat with my headphones on, and then my buddy John, who's going to be on later this week, who opens for me on the road, John Carden, came to the airport. I don't know why he didn't come to the airport with me. He showed up while I was sitting at my gate, and he came and bullshit with me for a few minutes, and then I saw across the thing, that's a bad thing at all, Colin, the guitar player from the Village Underground.
Yeah.
You know Colin used to have ponytail all the time?
Singer. Yeah, he's this
guitar
player. Amazing.
Irish, very Irishy guy.
Yeah.
Amazing. I saw him and we called up. I'm like, oh, hey, and he came over and sat with us. Now, it's not that. That was fine because it was only 5 minutes before we're getting on the plane.
Sure.
But the pressure I feel, we weren't sitting near each other at all. It didn't matter. I slept the whole flight. But I immediately feel burdened by bumping into somebody I know, like out and about.
What are you talking about?
Like I feel like the burden of it. I feel like nervous that I'm like, we have to like talk the whole time? Mm-hmm. Like we have to talk me and Nate flew together. We were like, hey, we're both going back to Nashville from New York. We should fly together. It's a great we're leaving idea, you know.
Yeah.
And then he changed his flight and we get on the same flight. And then I'm like, man, I always sleep on flights. But now me and Nate are going to have to talk the whole time. And and I felt like I kept talking the whole time. And then it was 25 minutes left of the flight. And Nate's like, I'm actually pretty tired, man. I might actually kick out for a little bit. I was like, oh, have I been keeping you? I thought I'm doing what you want to do. We could have just went on here and slept on each other's shoulders for the whole time.
Yeah, dude, just go to sleep. I remember when I went to Iraq with Colin. I think that's like a 7-hour flight or something over to Germany, and he didn't say a word to us. I mean, a word. I mean, not he put a hoodie on, and then he was gone.
Good for him
for the whole flight. Didn't say a word until we got to Germany, and then he got some type of dry biscuit and a tea. What's going on?
I went to it was cross country, San Diego. Maybe it was New Year's, I think, when I was going to San Diego, and I got the lay down flight, and I get and I see at the terminal, or not the terminal, in the lounge, Jared Freed, who I love, sweetheart,
Jared.
Hilarious,
yeah,
great dude, We're bullshitting there for a few minutes. And I'm like, where are you headed? Same city as me.
Oh, boy.
We're going to a different place. I go, oh, that's cool. Same flight? Yep. Okay, we kind of split ways. And then I go to the gate. I get on. I'm in row 1, seat, whatever, A. Sure. And there's an empty seat next to me. And all I'm thinking in my head is like, of all seats, just don't let that be Jeffrey. Now, because I don't love the guy.
You love him. He's a little boxy, but you love him.
I want to lay down. I want to lay down and not remember this flight for 1 second.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, look at that. It's like right there. But so even worse, I kind of said like, I love these lay down flights because I'm prepping. I love these lay down flights because I can sleep the whole time.
Yeah.
I sleep the whole time. It's like, oh yeah, they're great, right? Thing takes off. I kick it out. I go, all right, I even give the little like, here goes nothing, right? I'm like, goodbye to La La Land. See you on the other side. And I fall asleep the whole trip. When I get up, when we're, they make you put it down about 15 minutes before the flight's over. You got to put it up.
Put Jared's Krang. You didn't talk to me at all.
Wide awake. I don't think anything really on his television at all, but he's wide awake. And I go, did you get a few in? He's like, no, I can't sleep on flights. I just, I'm like, this poor guy, he goes, I was so jealous of you the whole time, just going down. And I'm like, were you watching me sleep? With Paranormal Activity? He's just staring at me for hours.
You know how sad he was?
Probably. And then that makes me feel bad about it. I don't know what to do.
Well, this guy does 9 podcasts and a radio show. He'll talk to me. Nothing.
I'm at a concert. I see somebody I know. I'm like, are we now standing together the whole time? Is this us now? Are we all together? Like, I don't know what to do. It burdens me.
No, dude,
it's dumb.
Eliminate it. Eliminate it.
Because you only casually know them.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's not even that. Let's say a good example. When I went up to Boston, the night that I was in Boston, the Impractical Jokers were next door, and Bert Kreischer was at TD Garden, and we had to go afterwards. We were driving back that same night, so. It's fine. It's good reason. But, man, when I was thinking about staying the night, and it was like, do we have to go over to TD Garden now and, like, do Bert's hang? You know what I mean? I feel like it's not that I don't want to do it. It's like, do I really have to do it now?
No.
I don't know what the thing is.
At this stage of the game, you don't have to do nothing. Dude, when you're in a lie-down bed, that's your sanctum. Yeah. That's God saying, dude, this is your time. Do what you want.
Lay down airplane seat, you mean?
Dude, first class. Shut your eyes. I'm going somewhere else. Dude, don't say anything to anybody. You get it. Dude, coach, when you're in trash coach, you have to.
Yeah.
You got to get through it together. When you moved up there, you don't say nothing to anybody. When you're in your town, doesn't matter. This is your town. That's your night.
I like have my headphones on, and then when they come over and they tap me.
Yeah.
And they're like, can we get you some drink before you take off? I go, you could fuck right off and never come back to me again.
Go fuck yourself.
Do you want anything besides water? Yeah. You to go away and don't wake me up to ask me. First of all, the insult when I get woken up on a plane so they can show me that basket of bullshit snacks. And I'm like, how fat do you think I am? Do you think I requested to be woke? You think I'm going to wake up if they don't do that and go, where's the basket of snacks? I don't remember hearing about biscottis going around. Why has this guy got pretzels?
I've had the fatter thing where I've taken a bag and she pushed it back. Take another one.
Oh, I have had that also.
And I've taken another one. He was 100% right.
They tell me I've taken one. I've been like, and I pick one thing and then they go, they're almost like, you can take as many as you want. I go, I can't. She told me that, and I gave her the reaction she was hoping for. I was like, you are an angel. Are you a sky angel? Thank you. Just anything? Can I take 2 of the same thing? She's like, yeah, whatever you want, kid. Yeah,
it's just like an elephant trunk going in there and just grabbing a fist, just hear bags crunching and just dropping it on your tray like a crane game.
That is the weed problem in hotel. Like it'd be funny if I got a listing every weekend now of what is my late night. I go out to smoke a cigarette, and I'm like, well, they have tiny little bags of Cool Ranch and Frito-Lay twists, and like I might as well grab a Diet Dr. Pepper while I'm here. So I make so many of those like last-minute purchases. Oh, they have gummies? Give me some of them.
Dude, I'm so worried about getting fat again. I get salami and cheese treats for late night. That's my treat.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. A little salami and cheese. And I sit in my underwear and I watch TV.
You have to wash your hands afterwards.
You do?
You do.
Or you can masturbate.
Oh, man, with that fucking salami fat? That's a nice slide.
Dude.
Ooh, that's a nice slide.
That's a nice slide. Then your meat tastes like meat. Smells. What do I have? Farts. Salami and protein chips.
Salami, cheese, and protein chips?
Dude, I miss the late night snacks in the room by myself. I miss having, like, you know, somebody coming, almost like a hooker, but it's just some dude. You know what I mean? Just waiting.
Just some guy.
Mr. Kelly, yeah. Your food is here, and I got to go down, slip my stuff on, open the door, and he's just, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing, man?
What's up with you?
Just grabbing a bag of loneliness, bringing it back up into the room. Oh, by myself.
Ordering food out as much as me and Christine do. Like, sometimes the worst feeling in the world is when the person does the handoff of the food.
Yeah.
And you're like, this isn't for two people. You can always tell what they think of you by how many sets of flatware they give you. Like, well, clearly this is for 8 people. The next week or so, right? And you go, maybe a little tomorrow. Maybe a little for tomorrow.
Dude.
Dense.
I've gotten pho. Like late night pho. Dude, just pho.
Each thing has its own container, right? So you got a container of an egg.
It has its own container, and then the next day you have to go down to the lobby and heat up pho broth, which is just a layer of bone fat on top. And I'm just in there. Last time I was there, I had just pho broth I'm heating up, and it's just fat. Just liquid, and then the thing of fat, and there was all these hot chicks behind me waiting to go out for the night, and I'm just heating up bone broth pho fat.
You go, the fat goes into the pho. That's not what you think, miss.
It's the good fat.
Hey, miss, I can see some of your pussy hairs coming out of the bottom of that dress. This is pho fat, which actually makes the flavor.
Oh, my God.
This right here, this is pho fat. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Dude, food on the road is just... I mean, I used to love sex. I used to love trying to meet a girl, and I used to be on stage and I'd tell a joke and look down and point and, you know, that pause and shit, and, you know, as people are laughing, I'm looking at you in the eye and I'm, what's up? You know? I do none of that. I just want to get back to that room. There was a time when my fattest, man, Jesus Christ. I remember I ordered so much El Polo Loco.
Pollo, you racist.
Pollo. It's not polo.
It's pollo. It's chicken. Spanish for chicken.
I thought polo. Dude, it's polo. Wait,
the double L is always a Y sound.
Hang on, dude. Wait a second. Back up. Dude, it's polo. Polo.
No.
Pollo Loco.
El Pollo Loco.
Oh, shit, I've been fucking that up.
Anytime you see the two L's, it's a Y.
Oh, thank you for correcting me. I didn't know you were fucking woke Jay.
It is not. It's not your fault at all. The age that I was when I learned that, I was in school with friends living childhood-like life, and you were trying to kick cocaine and drinking with your Irish hoodlum friends.
That's right.
So in fairness, you may have missed that Spanish class.
I was in juvie hall.
You were in juvie hall. I was learning Me llamo SJ.
I was playing New York street ball with a bunch of black kids in juvie hall.
Yeah. You were getting teardrop tattoos put on.
Duele bacalao.
Because speak a little Somalian from this one gang.
Dude, I used to love food so much on the road, man. I used to love... You know what I miss the most?
Well, I never eat during the day on the road. If I do, when I have John with me on the road, because you want to take care of all the meals for everybody. So when normal people, when they're with me like that during the day, he's like, I'm going to get something to eat. And I'm like, well, I'll get something with you, or, order something in, or we'll go to a place for lunch. But I rarely ever do. And then now there's just... Thank God I'll have a couple drinks when I'm out, because I would never make this. I would just starve at night because I would just overthink it so much. But I'm just like, now if I have to get something, I'm like, let me just make as good a choice as I possibly can, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard now.
But I never thought about it at all. I think I said this the other week, but I was like, how much I was upset about being fat, but didn't even equate it to the thing that it was like, well, anyway, at night, we got to stop at Arby's or McDonald's to get our food. That's 2 a.m. There's nothing else open. And I would just eat an abundance of it, and then just the next day be like, how am I getting this fat?
I don't eat during the day. I only eat at 3 a.m. I
don't eat once at 3 a.m. and then take a real heavy nap.
Dude, the fattest I got was when I toured with Stavros.
Oh yeah,
my lord!
I did his podcast today.
Dude, he's great. He's the best.
Yeah,
dude, we ate. The fattest fuck I've ever toured with.
Yeah,
I mean, we stopped for. We had dim sum.
I feel like Stavros really also like. I don't see. I think it's unabashed in him. I think
he doesn't care.
I think he does it with a real like. Tim used to be that way. Tim Dillon was very similar to that too. He goes, "Who cares? This is when we're doing it. We're doing it. We're gonna eat. Let's eat it all. Let's
but Tim will eat in the best place.
Of course.
Tim's like there's different types of fat dudes. Tim is the best seafood you could get, the best Italian place. So when he eats fattening, but Stavros.
That said, I want you to know that when me and Christine and Tim Dillon drove back, like an emergency drive back from Toronto, because all flights were canceled, because of a snowstorm, we rented a car and drove back.
That sounds safe.
And in the middle of, it was not safe.
Yeah.
But we needed to get out of there.
Get home.
We pulled over to a side of the road and went to a thing across the off-ramp was a McDonald's. And when me and Christine went inside to go get water and piss or whatever, Tim walked in knee-high snow to get and eat on the walk back a McFlurry.
Yeah.
McDonald's McFlurry. It was crazy.
Well, also the McFlurry machine was broken, and he had the guy hand flurry it for him.
What? What's a hand flurry?
You guys, you got to pour M&Ms into the soft serve and mix it with a spoon.
I love that he asked him to do that.
I think I did say this.
My step rub the side of the cup to heat it up.
I always say my stepfather never abused me in any way. He was a great stepfather. Was a very interesting character. He went on kicks of things. I don't know how else to put it then. It would be something a lot for a while and then not again at all. So, and I mean, it could be anything from London broil was the thing for a month. We had London broil a lot because he was super into London broil. Then that would go away and it would be small bottles of ginger ale, always in the thing. Ginger snap cookies. He always had a thing.
I like your father.
And one of his things, step up.
Sorry.
One of us, this Joe. One of the things he got into for a while was getting Breyer's vanilla bean ice cream. We didn't own, I guess, a blender, but he would put a couple scoops of that in a glass.
Yeah.
Pour milk into it and sugar, and then spoon mix it. And I would be the guy who did. I was his human blender. He would make me just make a milkshake out of spoon twirling ice cream and thing, like I'm Amish.
I never even heard of that before you
making
said
butter?
That.
Huh?
I never even heard of that before you said that. I never heard of somebody hand churning a milkshake.
And
you're not supposed to.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to put sugar in ice cream.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It was good though.
I mean, sugar in ice cream is just fucking.
It was
just
good,
too
though.
much.
It was good.
Yeah.
They were good hand strewn milkshakes. They couldn't be. And I remember I got them drinkable. I got it to liquid. That's why my arms always keep definition no matter how fat I get.
Because your little fat stirring chores?
Because of my fat milkshake arms.
Fat milkshake
I gained so much weight. I worked a milkshake machine. It was my job at this 50 Diners Ruby's.
By the way, she said she worked it. She went, I used to work this motherfucker.
I put on 40 pounds in a summer.
Damn. That's Louis J. Gomez numbers.
It was bad.
Yeah, I worked at a sub shop. I used to call in before I leave, because I used to call in an order. They had that thing called the Great Divide. It was the whole French roll.
Oh Jesus!
And at D'Angelo's.
What's it, a 3-footer?
No, like a 3-footer. Yeah, it was a whole French roll. It was so if you cut it in half, it's a large, two larges. Right, you cut the large in half, that's a medium, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. This is the whole thing, Great Divide, and I would call it in. To pick up, and nobody would pick it up. So I call in from the road because I was the delivery guy, and I'd call in whatever, a meatball Great Divide or half, tuna and half, fucking chicken salad Great Divide, and then it would just be there, and he'd be like, I'd be like, who's that for? They didn't pick it up. You want it? I'd be like, I'll take it if you don't want it. And I would go eat that fucking thing.
Because I guess, it's to my specifications, so sure.
It's the exact stuff I wanted.
Because that seems to be all the things in there I would love. Did they make it Because now I'm thinking, I like this idea.
It's pretty genius.
Well, do they make?
Thanks.
That's what I'm saying. They make it. You
It's
get the
called
whole
Fat Smarts.
That's
You get the whole French roll.
You get the whole French roll,
but with no cutting of it. It's half one thing and half another.
It was you would cut it. I would do half. No cutting of it, but I would do half. Sometimes the greatest sub I ever made was half cold, half hot. You understand? So I had all the cold stuff on one side, and then I had like steak and cheese, meatball, and there was a chicken cutlet on the other side.
Oh, so you made like 6 sandwiches.
It was like 6. And I ate.
Damn, I thought it was 2 larges. You made 6 smalls.
6 smalls.
It does feel better when you say it like that.
Got a little weird when you got to the tuna and the seafood salad. Got a little weird.
Yeah.
But it wasn't real seafood anyway.
I hope you have good shocks in your car. It's a jumbled up mess.
Oh, dude, I love food so much. If I had to rate drugs, pussy, food, food would be at the top, dude. Before it all. Think about it.
It's the most consistently enjoyable.
It's so much friendlier. I mean, the cleanup is almost as bad as sex sometimes, but
no.
Oh, for me, dude,
really?
Oh yeah.
Not me. I'll eat pieces of lettuce off of a table.
You drop stuff on the ground, you just eat it?
Not on the ground. On the table, though, in a heartbeat. In fact, I hate when people eat things off the ground, and it happens. Christine told me one time, like, it was no big deal. She knows how I am about that. I'm like, I'm not going to eat something that fell on the floor. I think DeRosa did something or ate something off the floor really quick, or maybe Soder that, like, I was judgmental of. And Christine was like, oh, I know, Jay's, like, such like, a big deal if, like, that happens. Like, it's not a big deal. I'm like, it is a big deal. And she goes, oh, I've dropped your food on the floor so many times and just not told you and served it to you. I go, who the fuck says that to somebody?
Yeah, that's like telling somebody you cheat on them. I've sucked so many cocks and he didn't know.
No, it's like cheating on me and then coming home with the cream pie and asking me to eat you out without telling me what's going on. That's what you did. You made me eat another man's cum out of your pussy without telling me.
You turning me on, stop.
It's just dick.
It's just dick.
It is the nature, the problem with the nature of the porn that I look at, the cuckold porn, where the guys film their girlfriends fucking other dudes, is that those videos, you can't tell sometimes, like in the middle of it, it's all going great, and then the guy comes over and the wife starts like making him suck the guy's dick too, and you're like, no, that's not the thing. That's not my exact specific thing.
Yeah, who added that in?
Yeah.
Who added just watching your wife getting blasted out and then be like, oh, he's going to suck the dick too. Like, that's too much.
Too much.
Too much.
Slow down. One kink at a time, bruh.
And the guy never looks like he really wants to do it.
They never do.
Like the real guy. Like
they never do.
No, nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's a good blowjob giver. It looks like a guy who has to suck this dick to shut his wife up or something.
Yeah, he looks like a regular guy that just like, hey, dude, you gotta suck the dick too. What? No, you gotta suck it too. All right, I guess. I've never done. There's nothing worse than a guy who doesn't know how to suck a dick.
Yeah, I know. Is this how? If I had a guy sucking my dick bad, I'd pull his hair back and be like, is this how you'd want your dick sucked, dude? You have a dick. Fix this.
Yeah, dude. Hey, what are you, a machine? What the hell?
866-969-1969 if you sucked a dick reluctantly. 866-969-1969 if you've sucked a dick reluctantly.
I have nothing left on the road to do, except, cigars, I guess. But you can't. You can only do that once a day.
You'll turn green if not.
Yeah, I can't go outside by myself and sit on the bench and smoke a cigar.
You look like a lunatic.
I look like a fucking lunatic.
It's such a long thing. You're there for so long. It's a cigar.
Yeah. It's not a cigarette.
Yeah.
It's a
cigar.
cigar.
I can pop out with the headphones on and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, I don't know what to... Like, I don't have... Like, I used to have food.
It's not a real walking around thing either, a cigar.
No, you can't walk around. You look like a lunatic. You fucking look crazy. Cigars, you have to sit.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can mill around with a cigarette.
You can mill around. A vape, you can fucking walk, do whatever. You can go to a store. You can walk around Walmart with a vape.
I know.
It's so good.
Christine keeps saying that to get me to start vaping and stop smoking. She goes, well, you remember, you could always go in the bathroom and just vape in a bathroom of an airplane, which... I'm like, no, Christine, you're a girl. Christine's never paid price for anything she's done wrong in her life, so they have that white girl syndrome. Like, she has smoked cigarettes in the bathroom of an airplane before?
No, you haven't.
Yeah?
Just once.
Oh.
Still.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. She, I think, flipped a car on cocaine on her way to get cocaine, and the police officer asked her if she's okay and drove her home.
What?
Yeah.
I thought smoking on a plane was crazy. I should have saved the crazy. Flip a car.
She blew a cab driver? No, you didn't blow a cab driver.
I didn't blow a cab driver.
He fingered her. He ate her pussy.
Yeah.
What?
I was really drunk.
What?
Not drunk enough to remember getting her pussy eaten by a cab driver.
What? What the fuck?
Not drunk enough to fuck him.
Wow. I mean, she's got a point. She held it together.
Not sober.
Got out of there, and I didn't pay for the ride.
I'd argue not sober enough to fuck him.
No, I did not
pay.
Oh,
you did not pay. I was going to say, Jesus Christ. So I don't understand the cab driver thing.
No one ever will. But try to explain it to them, Christine. Well, go on.
Like a cab with the partition in the middle thing?
Yellow cab?
No, I would sit in the front of cabs a lot.
Why?
Because I just didn't like sitting in the back seat. I get car sick. So if I could sit in the front, I'd sit in the front.
So if a girl, first of all, she's a Halloween party. She's dressed like a beer wench or whatever, like a pirate.
Yeah, pirate hooker.
A pirate hooker. And so if I'm a cab driver and this girl sits in the front seat, I've watched this girl in action, probably starts smoking a cigarette without asking.
Yep.
Just ripping one.
Asked.
She asked me, it's already lit.
Well, she knows she's going to let him eat a pussy, so it's like, yeah, he's going to let me do this.
Dude, Christine, her last day of drinking, or her last drunk, for sure, was, she got out of the cab. Mike Fenoya, our roommate at the time, got out first, and he was like, "Whoa, buddy," because he was stayed behind with her.
Yeah,
and I left, and he was like, "Whoa, buddy," and I come outside. She's got a cigarette in her hand, and all of her belongings in her purse are on the floor next to the cab door. And I think the guy's kind of giving like a, "Come on," and she's like, all right. Oh God, and she just kept. So it's never like a, "Am I being crazy?" It's just like, "Shut up! I dropped all of my belongings and I'm smoking in your cab." Mike Fenoy said as soon as they got
when I'm drunk.
Mike said as soon as they got in the cab, she lit up a cigarette. She goes, "This is cool, right?" Hilarious.
I can't believe
she never saw. I'll tell you what was the funniest was I used to drive illegal a lot. I don't know if I was at this time, but I was still very, at the time, afraid of cops. I'm like, if I get pulled over, something with my license.
Okay, you had something wrong with your license. I didn't know what illegal meant. Yeah,
something. There's always something where they're going to go like, "Oh, we got to take you in for the night or whatever." Right. And I remember dropping Christine off.
Weed was legal.
Huh?
Just weed?
I had weed on me for sure. Mm-hmm. So I dropped Christine off at home. Me and Dave Smith, he was with me, and we dropped her off at her house, and I ended up living there too. It was a cop block, police station, and Christine's saying goodbye to me, like, hammered through the window, and I see the cops like honking a little bit, and I'm kind of going like, all right, yeah, let me go though, because the cops are like going, and she's like, well, anyway, when we hang out tomorrow, or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, we just gotta like go, and then the cop starts honking, and then he starts like a, "Move the car forward, please." And Christine just goes, "All right, already. Shut up. Like, what's the fucking problem? What's the big deal? What's the rush?" And then I was like, "Go in your house now and let me drive away." I'm like, "What are you doing, you psycho white bitch?"
It's the worst.
You crazy white bitch.
It's the worst, man.
You also can do anything. Like, if somebody tells you can't do it, you're just like, "Oh, I didn't know." And
is it a girl?
It's how you can get out of anything. You're just like, "Oh my God, I didn't know."
I didn't know you couldn't flip a car on coke while going to get coke. I didn't know. Can you take me home so I can start over?
That voice is the fucking worst. You get away with anything with that voice. I didn't know.
Yeah, she got booted out of the New York Comedy Festival party.
When? I knew you.
Yeah. It was like
when was this?
Luckily, a lot of my drinking was away from comedy. It was like I worked at comedy clubs and I was sober, and then I'd go out with my friends afterwards and get hammered. But then when me and Jay started drinking together, which was weird because he never drank, then that was like all in comedy clubs. So there was like a 3-year period where I was getting like wasted at the stand. Like right after I stopped.
She was so fun till it wasn't. So fun till it wasn't fun. We brought home 3 girls one night, came back to our place, and they were coming back to our place, and Christine, no, 2 girls. It was 2. And Christine, they were all in the back seat of the cab, and I was in the front seat of the cab. And then at one point, they like knock on the window, and I'm like, hey, I go, is she okay? And Christine's in the middle of them going.
That just sucks. You're going to slap her in the face, pull
it's a
water
wrap.
on her. Get it together. Get it together. Hurry up. Get it together.
Then we all go into the place, and we all go into the room, and it looks like everything's starting to go down. And Christine goes, "I'll be right back. Give me 1 second." And then we just go, and like the doors close, and you hear in the room going,
No, I went out.
No. I know what you did. I was not drunk like that. And then I'm like, all right, she's throwing up, and we're all kind of like, all right, so I guess she's gonna rally, maybe. I guess.
We probably should have sent the girls home when I fell asleep in the car.
Agreed.
That was probably the end of the night.
Oh, she doesn't remember anything. I suggested that. Christine said no. I suggested that right there. I'm like, I think it's kind of a wrap in the cab. And Christine was like, when we got out of the cab, she's like, no, I'm fine. So they come in. Now we're all just sitting there awkward, waiting for Christine to either come in and say, I think this is done, or whatever. We don't know. Maybe she's rallying or something. And she doesn't come back in the room. And after about 5 minutes, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go see if she's like, okay. And they're like, yeah, all right. And then I go in the bathroom. She's not there. She's not in the apartment.
She left?
What? I'm like, what? I go out front. I don't see her out front anywhere. And then I go out. It's the best. I like drunk when they think. Again, it's like I always use this example. Sneaking around when you're on full camera is the funniest thing. Christine, a drunk person acting like what just happened isn't weird is the funniest. I go out back of our apartment. She comes out of the alleyway and turns the thing off of our fire escape thing. And I go, Christine? And she's like, what's up? What? She's like, what's up? I go, what the fuck are you doing? She goes, I just came outside. Like, it's not a weird thing. It's like you're outside in our back alley. It's the craziest thing.
She's fixing a fence. I started to fix the fence. I'm out here.
Yeah. No. I was going to see. Is this stucco or? Yeah. These concrete blocks, right? Yeah, they're cinder blocks. Okay.
We should get a tree. I'm thinking a tree right over here. What do you think? We get a bench?
And then we sent the gals home.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then, what was the thing that was weird with we did bring 3 girls home one night. And something went weird with that.
Coke.
They all started doing coke, yeah, and we were like, okay.
And then you were like, did you do coke? Because I won't touch coke. But you were like, did you do coke with
She doesn't touch
girls?
it. She just sniffs it.
She just puts it between her teeth.
I won't even touch it. I'll just lick it off a table.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so weird. I remember because they just pulled out the lines on her
I could not
kitchen
imagine.
counter.
Well, the best was watching us, because the thing is, Christine, again, I like Christine seeing the male side perspective on that. Like, these girls came all the way over. We definitely wanted to hook up with them. And they're like, hey, you mind if we do a little coke on the counter? And we're both just like, okay. Like, no one knew what to do. We're like, I don't know.
I'm so glad I have a wife. Mm-hmm. That, like, if I brought I couldn't even imagine bringing a girl back to, like, Dawn. Dawn would never. If she was into that, it would be fucking the weirdest thing ever.
Work his cock. Work his fucking cock a little bit.
Hey,
you could be rougher with it.
I just made a boiled dinner for St. Patty's Day. You guys in? I'll go heat it up. You want to?
You guys like corned beef?
Listen to me. Listen, the maid's coming tomorrow, so do whatever you got to do. But do it in this big bathroom. Don't do it in Max's bathroom.
Don't do it in Max's bathroom.
She's never been into nothing.
Nothing?
I mean, nothing. I've never done, but I'm scared now. Like, what if, I'm worried, this is what I'm worried about.
Oh, she's a wild streak as she gets older. I bet she might be open to more things than you think.
Do not open whatever that weird box you're about to open.
Okay,
because here's the reason why.
Bobby, look at me. I'm locking it back up.
Please, lock it back up.
Throw the key away.
Please throw it. Take that key and swallow it. Go pick it up.
Okay.
Pick it up.
Okay.
Put it in your mouth. Swallow.
Man, I have a bottomless throat.
Let me see your tongue. Stick your tongue. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Because here's the deal.
I'm going to pass this thing, though.
Because Max is going to leave someday. Max is going to go to school. Max is going to not be around, college. And what if she gets some weird Florida middle-aged woman fuck streak or something?
That's what I'm counting on.
Dude. Imagine if we started swinging.
Yes.
How great this show would be.
Oh, dude, it would be so good. It's Tales from the Swingers Club this weekend. Me, Bobby, Dawn, and Christine hit at the old, it's always got some crazy names, too, like Night Fingers.
Yeah, but Dawn and Christine would just fucking team up.
Oh, yeah.
Suck. They would just be, guys.
Tell a girl, he goes, hey, let's see if we can get 2 fists in you.
We're going on vacation. Where are we going? No, me and Dawn are going on vacation.
We're going to hedonism, too, to get our grooves back.
Yeah, we're going to fucking younger guys.
Oh, yeah. That's the worst picture. It's just them on a banana boat with two big dreadlock guys. Like, having the best time, guys. Hope the show's going well. Yeah. But that is I tell you, when I went to those swingers clubs, it was older women are the thing there mostly.
Yeah.
Suntanned, fake tit.
Yeah.
Wearing a lot of white.
Yeah, you're describing Dawn. she's got those cancer freckles on her chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seasoned tits, though. That's not bad.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
I like a nice seasoned boob. She's she's done. I'm a little. I don't know if she's in. If she's gonna rally. I might be done. I was actually coming to that conclusion this weekend because it was hot girls at the show. Mm-hmm. A lot of Bonfire fans too, by the way.
Hell yeah.
I had the guy bring up. Hosting with Jay at the Bonfire, and a lot of people applauded, which was great.
Dude, that's awesome.
A lot of crackles at the end too when I said goodnight, which was great. Fucking great. Just the best. The best part about that is when you're doing the weird, fucked up shit, they got you. They're with you.
Yep.
And they let the other people who maybe fucking...
it's all right, yeah.
It's okay. But there was a couple hotties at the show, and I just went back to my room and I was like, I left. I was like, I gotta go, whatever. But I was kind of like, wow, I think it's done. I think I'm not gonna ever like the stuff I've done in the past. I've done it all.
That's all of it.
I think I might be. I mean, I can't see it. Like,
no.
I think it's a wrap. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I love my wife. I love my kid. I love my family. I'm just trying to get home to them.
Yeah, we don't have to cheat necessarily.
Well, I mean. Unless me and Dawn start doing some weird shit, but then if we start doing weird shit, then she's gonna probably want some other shit.
Yeah.
And then it might spiral out of control.
You might have to make peace with those things. You might make a little peace with those things.
What do you mean?
You're on the road a lot, buddy.
Wait a minute. So what if she gets into some stuff? What if I open her up, right, into it? And we start, and then she just goes ballistic.
Yeah, you don't want to stop that.
Yeah, but I don't want ballistic. I'm kind of happy with, like, I feel like my shit's kind of dying down.
You think she's gonna like leapfrog you and all of a sudden be like, "Hey, we should be doing like orgies every weekend when you're home." I don't think it's gonna get like that.
Well,
I think the best you could hope for is upon your suggestion, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, it'd be fun."
Like what? Give me an example. I'm Dawn. You're me. Hey, what's up, baby? How are you?
You.
No, I'm Dawn. You're me.
Okay.
Hey, baby. How was the show?
Hey, babe, dude.
Babe, dude, I like it. Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hey, babe, dude.
Max, put that down. Jacob, you're Max. Max, put it down.
All right.
Well, I wish he was so polite.
Wow. Okay, I'll put it down, Dad. Stop breaking my keones. Hey, babe, dude, so this girl I know keeps hitting on me, and I told her, I'm married. She goes, I'd like to get involved with both of you. It's crazy, right? Like, that's a crazy thing.
What'd she look like?
Oh, not like you. Way shittier.
Nah, I'm only going to eat hot pussy. No, first thing it should be, what race is she?
Christine and me, that's such a funny thing about that. My standards for a woman are way lower, especially for a girl. I'm thinking like before it became so, with Josh's story and everything, things are, the wildlife right now is much more accepted.
Sure.
Into a thing for sure. I mean, that from Christine's family, they turned on her hard when they found out what a piece of shit she was.
She was letting cabbages eat her pussy.
Yeah, that was well before I met her.
Oh, sorry.
That was well before I met her.
It's still fucking blowing my mind. I just can't. It's hard to do stuff
when she explains the story to you. It won't make any more sense to you.
Okay, I don't know how you do it.
Because the guy was drunk, he just started eating my pussy, so I let him. Like, okay.
It's so hard to eat pussy in the front seat of any new car. I mean, it's not a 67 Chevy, which is just a big boat seat.
Yeah, it's not a bench seat. What happened?
How did he get over the thing?
Was he taking the stick shift up his ass?
How is he doing it?
I mean, it's not that hard to reach over. I opened my legs up, like I, made it easy on him.
It's not easy.
Yeah, but no,
it's not easy.
I don't know how you get over the thing.
Cab seat doesn't go all the way back because of that partition.
And you have to eat pussy upside down. I mean, am I crazy? It has to be upside down.
She sucked his dick. She never wanted to say it. She sucked his dick for sure.
I did not suck his dick.
You can't eat pussy in a front seat. Bobby's right. It's been all these years. I've let it go, but he's right.
I'm
so sorry.
You sucked his dick.
I'm sorry.
There's no way to eat pussy in the front seat of a car.
No, he ate my pussy. He thought he was gonna fuck.
How do you do it though? I just don't understand how you do it.
Explain it. Draw it. Yo, draw it for us. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck this up. I'd be surprised, but I wonder. Do you ever talk to her about like? Hey, you'd be surprised, but I wonder. Do you ever talk to her about like? Hey, do you have like any curiosities to get a little? Or is she like? I don't even. Or she not even give a fuck about fucking in general.
Dude, we're so old school Boston couple. You know what I mean? We're just. And I think, you probably remember, I don't know, but when you have a 9-year-old, it's, there's no free time. You're not alone a lot. And when you are, you're fucking exhausted or she's tired or whatever.
When I was alone, I would have a full-on side girlfriend. When Isabel was 9, let me think, I would have a full-on other relationship when I was not home.
Yeah, I can't. There's too much.
Bobby, what do you say? You can't have a whole entire relationship with a girl who thinks that you're together forever?
Well, here's the thing. There's two girls after the show Saturday night at the thing, and they were like, hey, can we get a picture about it? And they were kind of my speed, you know, kind of goofy face, hot body. I like that,
How old would you say?
Around like 57. No, I'm kidding.
Just the right price. Special sauce.
No eyebrows because they pluck them too much as a young girl.
They never grew back one time?
No, they never grew back. That old. No. They were probably like 30-something, maybe 35, something. No, they weren't that old. They were like maybe early 30s, yeah?
Sure.
But, I like attainable. I like, one was a little chunky with, holy God boobs, and the other one was blonde with wow and just a really big forehead. Whatever, they were kind of hot. But I gave him a hug and blah, 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 and then I was leaving. But in my brain, I'm like, you would have done, like back in the day, I got a hotel room, I'm leaving in a couple hours, everything makes sense, everything. But I'm just like, nah, I'm like, it's over. Like,
you could, well, here's the thing.
I can't.
Here's the difference. In situations too, there's got to be like...
Help me cheat, Jay.
No, it's not about cheating. Forget about cheating.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to cheat.
You going to hit that, Dad?
What's that?
First of all, if you were...
Am I not Max anymore?
Oh, you still Max. No, Max, I would never do that.
First of all...
that actually hurt me. He did it perfect.
If you were...
That hurt my feelings. I would never do that to you, son. I love you. I love you. Look at me. I love you.
Don't you love Mom anymore?
I do love Mom, but sometimes she can get a little angry.
What's happening to our family?
I mean, when you have to put a lot of juice down there just to make it go.
Take cheating out of it. Let's say you get to a place, you're chatting, and you have agreed to, when you're on the road, you can do something.
Oh, so wait a minute. I have to
Okay.
I love that you're so fucking prepared for this, dude.
Well, no, I'm trying to tell you what's an easy thing, because I think...
But I got to talk to Dawn first. I have to say to Dawn, this conversation, like, Dawn, hey, listen, we're not really messing around anymore, right?
My libido's up a little bit.
Because I lost a little weight, and it is up, dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could take a picture of my Staminky right now and send it.
Okay.
That's where it's at.
I like that.
I can send it.
I like that.
So...
My number is not... Oh, because I noticed you haven't sent it yet. But if you get to a point...
I'm going to send you a picture of my cock.
Please. We'll exchange them so we have them.
Nice. We should do
that. It's like the Nexium cult. We should all have a picture of each other's dick as collateral in case one of us fucks up.
Yeah, you fuck up, guess what's happening?
Lou, don't try to put one of those silly hats on yours.
I want Lou's from behind.
See how far it comes down below bag?
Yeah.
I like that.
I want to have those gay guys pulling it from front to back.
Absolutely. I bet you got a nice hang, Lou. I don't know if it grows much from the hang, but I bet you show nice. Am I right? Are you a shower?
I'm a grower.
Are you?
Oh, really?
I would have guessed shower. Jacob, you're a shower.
Grower.
Oh, grower.
Lou, please don't.
Shower
please.
And a grower.
Please.
Yeah.
Grower.
That's a
grower.
Damn,
we're all growers.
Yeah. Christine? She's a grower. When she gets her period, her titties come in.
I said you were a grower. I said you were a grower, not a shower once, and you said it was the meanest thing anyone's ever said.
I almost scratched your face. If I had fingernails, I'd scratch your face. When you said that, she goes, she's like this. I go, no, I go, they go, Christine, he's lying, right? Like, he doesn't have a small dick. And she goes, he's this grower, not a shower. And I was like, how dare you? I've never been more hurt. She's right.
Oh, shit.
But don't tell people like that. Yeah, Christine's dry until I spit in her pussy. That doesn't feel good, does it, Christine?
Yeah.
Let's say you had the conversation. Libido's up. Blah blah blah.
Libido's up. I'm ready to rock. We're not doing nothing, and I need to get something.
In a perfect world.
In a perfect world.
The boundaries put it on you on that.
Yeah.
Actually put you in a position of not having to deal with what your concerns of dealing with are. Because I hear you. Same thing. Wouldn't it be great if a 27-year-old girl wanted to like fuck or suck your dick or whatever?
Yeah.
But in your mind, you're also like, after we fuck, are they going to want to stay? Are they going to want to like, I don't know what to talk to a 27-year-old about much after. I don't want to keep talking about me and my career and friends
and my wife and my kid.
Yeah.
My kid just got his gray belt in jiu-jitsu. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm so proud.
Kick your ass, lady.
Hang on.
Just he could beat you up, lady. He's a boy. But those implied like things like I get the jealousy thing. I don't think Christine she's seen it before. I don't think she has a wig out about me fucking somebody else. But if it was like, and then we woke up and went to a nice breakfast or something, she'd be like, what are you falling in love, you asshole? You know what I mean? Like that's the.
But I don't have the ability.
Say again.
I'm like, what? You fucking talk all night? Like if him and a
share
girl like spent like 4 hours together before they fucked talking, I'd be like, well, that's not our agreement. At all.
He goes, I don't want you to know her dreams. I'm like, oh, she has such a nice voice. You got to hear her music,
yeah, but
Christine.
She's going to get into real estate and can help us get a home in Westchester. So it's going to work out.
It's actually good. No, I got to be nice to her because she holds the cards now. She is a real estate agent. She's going to waive her fee.
Yeah,
she's supposed to get it too.
But no, as I'm saying, so then.
Can I say something though? Mm-hmm. I don't have the ability anymore. Like you know me, dude. I had my shit together back in the day. Mm-hmm. I hung out. I got girls.
Yeah,
it was my thing.
Notoriously.
I don't have the ability, and I don't know how to do it anymore. I lost my mojo to go from here's 2 girls. Even if I wanted to do it, if Dom was like, hey, do you? What I don't know, don't hurt me. Go do your thing. Be safe. I don't know how to go. Hey, let's go. Like I don't know what to do. Like I don't know how to do that. But I don't have and girls never give me vibes anymore. Like I don't get a vibe from a girl. Like I remember back in the day, and it's probably because I talk about loving my wife and all my shit's about my kid and my family. But I used to get the vibe where girls would just come up after and want to fuck back in the day. Like I'd come off stage, they'd be like, "Hey, papi." What are you doing? I'd be like, nothing. What are you doing, senorita?
I've gotten vibes from girls, interestingly enough, and I'm not good at reading it either. I'm really not. But it's funny though. Some of the ones that I have, but like, oh, this is being pretty blatantly thrown. That aren't aware of like me and Christine's relationship, and they're a fan from like something else. Yeah. And I'm like every set I do in some capacity, I mention having a girlfriend, not for protection of myself. I just have jokes that like involve our lives.
Yeah.
So like. I'm surprised that some girls just kind of like either figure it's just a joke or they're like, I don't care. You're in bumfuck whereverville this week. So
right.
Like they're almost like, yeah, I'm not falling in love with you either. But it is what would take. That's what my concern would always be. Like I don't want to snore next to someone. I don't want to like then be beholden, because then you're also like, well, I also don't want to have like, if we talk too much, how much do we have to stay in touch? And not that I'm like. Want to be like, they can't, some people are like, hi, hey, how's things going?
Yeah.
You coming back to whateverville sometime? Like, sure, yeah, whatever. But when you feel some kind of obligation, it's like, I don't want them to call and goes, hey, guess what? I had an audition today and it went great. I'm like, don't tell me that. Like,
I don't want that. Yeah, I'm with Max and Dawn having breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't want that shit.
Fantastic.
yeah.
What are you talking to? Nobody?
Or something, it's like, decided to go with the blue dress.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want these inside things with you.
Hey, do you like my new purple stripe in my hair? I don't fucking know.
Well, that's what the whole, it's like, what did Lewis say one thing? One of his relationships, he was like, I'm thinking about maybe like being in or I was starting to see the idea of like what are they called now? Poly relationship. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's the one I don't get at all. I totally get sexually being like all over the place, but like coming home every night and like hearing two women's days and two women's woes, and if you're splitting your time up, it's like, what the fuck?
You need two different apartments. If you're going to do that, you need two different apartments. You need her living over there and you living over there. I could never do that. No.
It just sounds like a nightmare to me.
I could barely get through it with my wife.
What does that mean, Jacob? The show's going okay? No, I know you're saying break. I know you're saying break. He just did it one hand. He was like, he goes, guys, this is going road to nowhere, if you ask me. All right, how many reads do we have? One uno. Hell yeah. But how many Jim and Sam have, though?
One.
One? Okay. All right, as long as we're in line with them.
Beddington, 0.
Really?
That's
Eddie
nice.
Trunk?
Who the fuck knows?
Sebastian Bach was on, I think. I heard something on Stern where they were playing Sebastian Bach on Eddie Trunk about his Kiss interview.
Right.
Hey, Eddie, if you're listening, tell Sebastian Bach, name the time and the place, so I'm going to fuck him up. I hate Sebastian Bach.
You do not.
Hate.
From Skid Row.
You never heard the story, I guess. I'll be happy to tell you when we come back.
Okay, tell me when we come back.
We'll be right back, everybody. This is The Bonfire. 866-969-1969.
The Bennington Show, now on weekdays at noon.
My husband and I were discussing this, and he was like, no one won. It's going to be $1 billion. And I said, I don't want it. It would make me uncomfortable to have $1 billion.
Why?
Some million sounds pretty nice.
You know what you could do? Let your father manage it, the way Brittany's father managed everything for her.
I'm not being a conservatorship. No, here's the thing.
You will be in a conservatorship.
The Bennington Show, now on weekdays at noon East and available anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Ah, the springtime. We look forward to new beginnings, nature waking up again. And the SiriusXM Ultimate Spring Awakening Music Mix. Over 5 hours of fresh, happy songs. To help you celebrate the longer, brighter days. The Ultimate Spring Awakening Music Mix. Find it now on the SXM app.
Listen, ladies, I know a lot of you are probably either going through a divorce or are divorced, and you're holding on to that ring. Why are you holding on to that ring? It's got bad energy attached to it. You have to head to Worthy.com. Worthy is a selling partner that you can trust to get you the most money possible for your jewelry, risk-free. 45,000 people have already sold their jewelry with Worthy, and now for a limited time, you'll get an extra $100 when your jewelry sells for over $1,500. All you have to do is register at Worthy.com/radio. That's Worthy.com/RADIO.
I can't believe tax season is here already. Look at all this info I have to enter.
Phil's small accounting firm is growing in numbers.
Why didn't I take that typing class in high school?
A data entry specialist could really help him in a crunch.
I got blisters on my fingers.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm Howard Mackler of GetRefunds.com. You might have heard me talk about the payroll tax refund for businesses who kept employees on payroll during COVID. But today, I'm not going to do the talking. I'm letting a real GetRefunds client tell you everything.
I'm Jason Hall, owner of Washington Crab in North Carolina. We are a seafood company with a couple restaurants and a big catering operation. COVID stopped us dead in our tracks, literally having to lock our doors to follow government shutdown orders. I learned about the payroll tax refund through research at COVID relief programs. I initially asked my CPA if I was eligible for the program, and she told me no. I heard about GetRefunds.com while listening to the radio. I reached out to them, and they immediately started helping me file a claim. They quickly got me approved for a payroll tax refund, and with that capital, I kept my staff employed, and I'm weathering this recession and high inflation. If you have a business, you should go to GetRefunds.com and start your claim now.
GetRefunds.com helped their business, and we can help yours too. Go to GetRefunds.com, powered by Innovation Refunds.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Providers. Speak with Big Lou at 800-200-1390. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-200-1390. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-200-1390. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-200-1390. 800-200-1390.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson.
And Robert Kelly, dude.
Performances ever. When he was young and just had it, and it's perfect. It's such a great performance. I watched it all day, and 18 in Life, and Youth Gone Wild, and Slave to the Grind. Yeah, the whole. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be Sebastian Bach. This was big to me when I was a kid, and this is gonna be awesome.
My improv group, Al and the Monkeys, with the great Dane Cook, used to come out to Monkey Business.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was our song.
It's a goodie.
And then we came out because we're Al and the Monkeys. Get it?
I do get it. I do get it.
mean, right? It makes sense.
Damn. I love that Al was the main guy and I didn't cook something at all. Your name, Dave. Remember, get under thumb, you idiot. But so we had him on the show, and in the first 5 minutes, he was on. He goes, Ralph asked him a question. He was like, how does that voice still stay like so? You have to do a lot of prep work stuff and a lot of maintenance on your voice. And he's like, oh, yeah, man. You got to do so much stuff, and vocal warm-ups and coaching and all. He goes, the only person I know that doesn't have to do anything for their voice or warm-ups or anything, just has an amazing voice every time, is the great Rob Halford. And I went, low-hanging fruit. Pun intended. I said, well, maybe it's just something gay he doesn't want to tell you, like gargling with jizz or something. Oh. And he shut down, figuratively and literally.
Right.
He shut down, and then also just kept trying to turn his equipment off, so he was just gone and didn't want to talk to us anymore. And just like he was like, "You can keep those jokes to yourself, man." It was just like he just turned quick.
But what if? Do you ever think of this, Jay? What if that is
the secret?
The secret, and you revealed it.
He's mad.
And he just panicked.
Don't tell Rob's thing. But this is why...
I told him I'd never say anything. Now he's going to think it's me.
The double up on why he's a cunt is because we had Rob Halford on 3 weeks later, and I told him the whole situation, and he laughed.
I think you told me this.
Yeah, he laughed and said he'd like to be roasted. He thinks it's hilarious. I'm going to jerk off. Fuck Sebastian Bach.
Yeah.
That old fucking... Witch bitch,
but he does sing good, man.
He does, but tell him Skankfest. Get him for Skankfest. It's the only part. I say I'm not going to get in that stupid ring to fight anybody at Ellis Mania. I would absolutely fight Sebastian Bach at but it would have to get back to him like that. Hey, remember the guy who insulted Rob Halford on that podcast? Would you want to fight him? And I will drop his lanky ass at Skankfest. I will put one through his chest. I promise.
If we can book that event.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's make this happen.
Sebastian Bach,
here's the thing.
Christine thinks I'm a pussy. She's never backed me up in one physical situation I've ever been in my life.
I think you could drop it.
If you lose, you have to drink Rob's cum.
Okay.
How's that?
Deal.
If you lose, the loser has to drink the
shot of Rob's cum.
What if he did drink? He lost. He drank it, and his voice came back.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, I'm playing arenas again.
Fucking Jay, yeah.
18 life to go.
Well, I drank his cum.
This is my group text to Lewis and Rebecca. Guys.
Get him. I swear to God on my
Jay
life.
Wants
I will
to fight
fucking him
Sebastian Bach
or the guitar player from 3 Days Grace.
I mean, that would have to be like you. I mean, it'd be like you, Lewis, and Dave.
No.
Just attack him 3-way.
Three versus one dance.
What happened?
Yeah, fuck him.
That was the one on the cruise ship when we didn't even know it was the guitar player for 3 Days Grace. We were booked to do comedy shows and a live Legion of Skanks on one of those rock cruises. We didn't have a big following at the time yet. We were sort of just getting started on it, maybe like a year, 2 years, maybe into it, 3 years.
Sure.
Not a huge following. And it's also, you're on a cruise ship, so it's not everybody there is going to know us, but we had a little bit of people. Mm-hmm. And they put us in like a small room to do it. And there was a DJ coming up after us. And we were just on there doing the podcast. And about 10 minutes into the podcast, a guy came up wearing a kilt and a pirate hat. Big boy. You can bring up who he is, Barry Stock. He comes up to us and he starts, we don't even know what he's saying. We're figuring it's like something drunk or funny or whatever. And he goes, why don't you guys shut up and this is a music cruise. Nobody wants to hear this bullshit. Or he's just being shitty out of nowhere.
Right.
And we're like, yeah, fuck this guy. And we're like, okay, dude. We're like, fuck, how about you fuck off? You know what I mean? We're like telling him like to beat it, basically. He's wearing a pirate hat also. So as he's walking off, we're just making fun of him more. And then he comes back over towards us, and we're like, what does this asshole want? With a glass of wine that he's definitely trying to throw at Lewis. But as all things go, it just douches me and the side of my face and shirt and everything with a red wine thing. And it's on YouTube where we all jump up. We all jump up and like kind of get, and then they split us up. Yeah.
Dave jumped up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we all jumped up. It was a thing. And then they separated us, and then it was like a whole ordeal the rest of the night. And the guy just, why I want to fight him still, this guy won in every possible way. One, he's drunk, so he probably doesn't barely remember this whole situation. That's how drunk he was. But he did that. It was a whole thing, and then they were begging us to like leave it alone. Like the ship people were like, please. Like the ship rock, they're like, come on. They're like, dude, it's the guitar player from 3 Days Grace. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, fuck that, dude. That's crazy. Like,
right, yeah.
Worry about me, too, asshole. Like, you booked me on this thing. And they're like, whatever. And then they go, we leave it alone? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I wait like 15 minutes, and then I start going to look for him again. I'm like, I'm going to find him, and I'm going to hit him first thing. And
You're
then,
outside on the deck. You say the waves
Christine's
crashing?
asking Dave and Lewis to stop me from doing that.
Well, no,
they're going
that was,
with me.
I just remember distinctly you walking up these stairs, like these stairs of the cruise ship,
Yeah.
storming up them, and I'm going, Jay, and he just turns around and he goes, get Lewis. I was like, okay.
I need help. This guy can kick my ass.
But I go, we go up there, and I'm like looking for him in the thing. And then Lewis and Dave come, and I see him. And I start walking towards him, and then Lewis and Dave come up with Christine, and the guy who runs the ship, you know, the
Captain Steuben.
Yeah. Comes over to
with
us.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Came over to
Come on now. You don't want no trouble with this big boy.
What? And Julie was like, hey.
Love, exciting and new.
Come aboard.
We're expecting you. Love. So I'm beelining towards him, and then the guy who runs Shiprock comes over, and he goes, hey guys. And we're like, yeah. I'm like barely listening to him. I'm just keeping my eyes on this guy so I can go over there.
Right.
And he goes, I talked to him. He just wants to apologize. And it said the whole thing was like ridiculous, and he feels bad about it, so he wants to apologize. And I went, okay, all right. I'm like, you know, we're adults, so I'm like, if this guy's gonna say sorry about that, and I'll be like, you know, all right, fine, we'll call it, but, you know, whatever. And he walks us over to him, and then I see him. It's loud in this place. There's music playing, a band playing, and I see him. This guy was just sitting there with his drink, like he forgot it already happened. And the guy from Shiprock leans into him, and he leans down, and he goes, what? And he's just telling him something in his ear, which turns out is the same thing he was telling us, that we'd like to apologize.
They were mind fucking you.
And they go, and the guy goes, yeah, okay, sure. And we go in this back room, and we're all just sitting there. And I was like, yeah, dude, I heard you wanted to like apologize or something. He goes, apologize? Fuck you. Nobody wanted to hear your bullshit show. And then Lewis jumps right in his face, and then we're
hey, doggy.
And then
hey, doggy.
This is before doggy.
This is a cruise, doggy.
And then they
I'll get my own cruise next time, dude. I'll have my own cruise, and I won't invite you, dude. It will be the Louis A. Gomez cruise, doggy.
And they
I'll own the cruise club. I'm gonna own everything and hand it down to James. James will get my cruise ship, man.
They separate us. They do nothing about it, and everyone just goes about their way. And I will say, I hold the grudge to this day. I will fight Barry Stock or Sebastian Bach, or tournament style, both of them at Skankfest, any Skankfest, within the next 5 years. When I'm 50, I'm not gonna be able to do that.
I love it.
But say right now, if you can book this year, put it out there. Let people, Sebastian Bach, let him know at whatever his dumb thing is. Fight me.
I'm gonna fight John Mayer.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Let's do it.
Time's up for that motherfucker.
Time's up. I'm sick of that song in my damn head.
Fathers don't let your daughters what? Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, we get it.
Fuck up,
you
bitch.
like watches. Shut up. I have watches too.
Here it is.
Oh, is this it? Let me see.
Yeah, he took his pirate hat off at this point, it looks like. By the way, you know in the background is, do you know Rich Aronovich?
Can I just stop you right here? Can I stop you? Lewis's body language is such a guy who's going to fight somebody. Dave's body language is, all right, Lou, you go first. I will go after Lou, but you go.
No, I will say one thing about Dave and Lewis, both, man. They're the dogs, dude.
100%. But look at Dave's. You got to see Dave.
Well, look, Lewis is the first to be like, at all costs, like, let's just rock.
Look at he's rock and roll. But look at Dave.
I'm slightly more measured, but I fucking,
There's Dave.
I think, but Dave is just mimicking what Lewis is doing.
It does like Dave is swinging side to side.
He starts. Well, he looks at Lewis. He goes, "Yeah, you swing."
Then but Dave's talking the shit though.
Oh, of course he is. But he's waiting. Wait, Lewis, go. And now I'll go now, right after.
In fairness to Dave, I make no move whatsoever.
You make no move. But watch Lewis at the end turns around to go back, and Dave is like, "Well, we're going back. We're going back."
Oh, this guitarist's an asshole. I'm realizing one thing he's doing right at the end.
Watch right here, right here. Watch, he's going. Let's go. Wait, let's go back.
He's doing the.
Yes,
with his hand.
Yep, that was a lot. He did that a
his
lot.
Hand up in the air. You're all.
Oh, that sucks.
That's
while he's walking away, by the way.
I would be murderously angry.
But he might have not been. He might work on Sesame Street.
Oh, it's true.
That might be just an instant, like a muscle memory.
You guys are being wrong up there.
Yeah, you guys are being mean. I just said something funny.
Jacob, if you look closer, there's googly eyes on his knuckles.
It's a little grainy. Sorry.
Yeah, he was trying to teach them a lesson of life.
Barry Stock from 3 Days Grace. Listen, fan campers, if you can get a hold of these people, let them know. Ooh. I'm looking for them. I want it. I want all that smoke.
You just put marching orders out.
I want all that smoke. Yeah. Bring it all on.
Yeah. What are we waiting for?
It'll be great promotion for my new special, Dog Belly, coming out April 5th.
Dude, I can't wait. I talked to Ari about it today.
Yeah, I'm excited.
He said he watched it without the sound.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm telling you, man, this special, hilarious, but visually,
yeah, it looks great.
Amazing.
It really was awesome. Yeah. Those guys, fucking Schuler and Abrams, dude, they're so good. They made it, it looks perfect. I fucking love it. So I'm excited for you guys to see it. Free on YouTube, April 5th.
Free.
Absolute free.
Free. My special's out there too, but you pay for that shit.
Yeah, well, Ari's making me put the Venmo and PayPal thing up there so people can donate, but I can't. Ari has a whole sonnet in his where he's like, I think he goes, I put 43% of my entire net worth into this, so please do it. I'm like, wow, what a weird way to know your percentages.
Is it?
Maybe.
Is it?
I mean, the guy does take 3 months off at a time to go to South Africa or whatever, or Southeast Asia. He plays it fast and loose.
I had such a good job. My idea for your promotion for the album, but it's not going to, because I'm not here, I'm not going to be able to pull it off.
Oh, the pre and post show, the Chris Rock.
Pre and pro show like Chris Rock.
Oh my God, that'd be
I want Leslie Jones on mine too. Be like, let me tell y'all something, Big J.
How about if we get Lenny Marcus instead, who works with Leslie Jones?
But I'd like Lenny Marcus to do it as Leslie Jones.
I just wanted to host. What are we expecting from Big J tonight? I have so many.
What could we say? All right, let's go over to, we have Chris DiStefano on the line here. Chris, your thoughts? This is a big day for Jay. What do you think is going to happen on this?
You should do it by phone.
I wanted to do it in person because I wanted guests. I wanted DJ Lou and Lewis to be my guests.
What are you expecting tonight out of this?
Is this going to be classic Big J, or are we going to see things we've never seen before? I had so many shitty questions.
Wait, why can't
And then the post show,
because you have to do it live and it sees it as moms.
The post show was nuts, right?
I didn't see the post show. I saw the pre-show only.
People are talking about his special, but nobody's talking about his outfit, his shoes.
His shoes were troublesome.
I could not stop.
Yeah.
The shoe, he was wearing like Hot Topic.
White boots, yeah.
Avril Lavigne outfit. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't wear those anymore. I mean,
no.
It was crazy. It was like a 60-year-old black dude wearing high-heeled Doc Martens.
Nazi boots. Son of a bitch he was dog whistling.
I mean,
they're pretty cool.
I mean, they are cool, but
they're cool. Not on a 65-year-old black dude.
I mean, dude. I mean, that guy. They look cool.
Yeah,
that guy.
It's a 23-year-old heroin addict.
I couldn't. Here's the thing: is that you don't want to take away from the jokes, but I couldn't stop looking at his feet and the thing in his back pocket. Was nuts.
Tag.
And then there was the jokes.
Drove me nuts.
And then
let's not forget, then there was the jokes that he clearly didn't run by anybody. Good Lord.
Apparently, you're going to be fighting 3 people.
I don't want to fight Chris Rock. Chris Rock is a comedy legend for sure. I just think he had like ill thought out bits.
Yeah.
The Beyonce Jay-Z bit was.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's what he did. He just did everything he did was he was all done. It was all been done. Everything, all this has been covered already.
Yeah.
I said Seinfeld. Kind of the same thing. Like, they're not out in clubs. They're not seeing what everybody's working on. They're not doing it. So they're like presenting.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to be in the clubs to know the concept of a pretty woman can work at a shitty place and get a famous boyfriend, not vice versa. It's just been covered.
I think Kanye wrote a song about it.
Yeah, Kanye wrote a fucking song about it. And Chris Rock steals from Kanye? Question mark?
Yeah. Dude, the background was nuts, too. I mean, the whole thing was nuts.
Well, it's funny, realizing all those things you got to figure out now that I did the self-producing special thing. Like, backgrounds are such a... Remember Nick Cannon's first special? The background was all, like, every, like, you know, foot. It was like a grid of just individual lights. And when he walks around, which he never stopped doing, Nick Cannon, you're going to have a seizure. It's like the whole thing starts, like, trailing, and it, like, makes your eyes hurt.
Yeah.
Very, very bizarre.
You need. I always say the plainest background you can get. Like, have something up, shoot some lights on some shit, let that happen. But when you, like, who had, like, Dane had like a drum kit behind him on his first one. I'm like, dude, you didn't play the drums. What are you fucking doing? And if you did play the drums, like Joe Piscopo, you stink too if you're gonna play drums. Fucking get off. I hate that when they incorporate their other talent.
Show me one talent at a time, you asshole.
Yeah.
It's how I feel when Conan O'Brien whips out a guitar. I'm like, it's cool you can play guitar, but stop, dude. Be a funny guy on TV.
Yeah, you're making me uncomfortable.
He's like, if you don't mind now, I'm going to go jam with the Chili Peppers very seriously. One of the funniest things of all time, do you remember that clip that was a pretty viral clip, I think, of Tom Green show when he was back in Canada? Like when he was a little bit older, and he had the guy from Jackal on, who we've had on SDR before too, Jesse James.
Yeah.
He does a thing. He made a guitar that's like a buzz saw, and that's like this thing where he plays. It's like a chainsaw guitar that he's made, and he came out on Tom Green's show, the King Prankster himself, and he came out with the thing and started cutting off pieces of his desk. And cutting things into his desk, and Tom Green gets genuinely pissed, like shut down, so he doesn't want to do the interview anymore. And then, but part of that move was he was going to go play a song on drums. He's going to play drums while this guy from Jackal played guitar. And then eventually he goes like, yeah, so whatever, I guess let's go over and play this stupid song now or whatever. And watching a guy miserably, reluctantly play drums is pretty fucking hilarious. Tom Green, who's just salty about this thing with the car. He doesn't want to do it at all.
It's weird they're showing that first.
I don't think that's how it went. Let's see. Go to the part where you hear him. Yeah. Yeah, the buzzsaw guitar.
I mean,
there's got to be a better.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
There's a better thing of it because they're not showing it first. They're just showing. You got to find part 1 when Tom Green got pissed.
Are we going to have a drum off with me and my son, Max?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Me and...
Yeah, your son, Max, over here.
Max.
Jacob could play a little drums.
I heard you're a drummer.
Yeah.
I played one on TV.
I saw.
Whoa.
I liked your drumming.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you have your kid at the house. What kind of kit you got?
I don't have... my kid is in my parents' house, but I said it's an old Ludwig.
Oh, that's my advantage.
Which is falling to pieces.
You got the acoustic now, though, right?
I got the acoustic at the house.
You got rid of the digital?
I got rid. It's not digital. It's electronic. Yes. It was digital. It wasn't there. It was in the cloud.
I'm getting one. I'm going to get it.
You getting the which one?
A really good one.
Okay. Get the Roland TD.
Always, yeah.
Roland TD 50.
Yeah.
$9,000.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right.
When I get a house, I'm telling you, when I get a house, I'm gonna get a really nice one. I just want to dick around. I'm not very good at drums, but playing along with like my own music and the headphones is just so fucking fun.
I love it. I get on once in a while. Max is better than me now, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, Max. He's into metal too. He's into like double pedals, and his teacher was my teacher.
I don't even know how to attack any of that kind of stuff. Double pedal stuff. I could play. hi-hat, bass drum, couple toms, floor tom. But a Roland, V drum. That's what I had before. I lost it in that flood. But that thing was so fun.
It's so funny that that's a real statement.
I lost it in the flood.
Yeah, it sounds like...
God came and took it back with him. Oh, is this when he comes out?
I lost it in the flood.
Oh, the great flood of 2006 or whatever it was.
Please welcome Jesse James Dupree.
This is the Tom Green show.
Yeah, this is the Tom Green show. He walks out.
He comes out with a chainsaw. That's not a guitar. That's
you're right. At first, it's just a chainsaw. I thought it was the guitar. And then he cops a piece where he types Tom. And he hates this, Tom Green. This is a guy who spray painted the cover of the front of his dad's hood to be his parents fucking.
Slutmobile.
Yeah. And I love Tom Green. Big Tom Green fan. He did a Legion of Skanks during quarantine. It was awesome. But it's just weird to me that he got mad. And watch how standoffish he gets. He's like, no, whatever. Let's go play a stupid song or whatever. He's like that pissy about it.
Because he probably bought that desk with his last $5,000.
His last MTV bucks.
Yeah, dude, we got a great desk, and now he's got this.
Yeah, he's lost his testicle already. He's lost Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I was doing all right. I'm actually, to be honest with you.
Way better desk.
So, this is rock and roll.
He's like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at this rock and roll.
So, who told you could saw a desk up?
He's mad.
Well, I checked my bank account and I had just enough to pay for one just like this.
Yeah, okay.
So I figured
I hope so, because you're going to have to.
Isn't it weird hearing him like get that tone? It was just odd.
Well, we know some comics who get like that.
Turns out
they don't have a sense of humor. They're fucking joking around.
They're a little upset if you do the smallest little funny thing.
You do a little thing, they might get mad and try to fight you and call everybody up. Try to turn the whole business against you.
Try to fight you again.
Again.
He'd play on that. What's
that
up?
Was a good move.
What?
I thought that would have been he should have went. It's crazy he didn't go with this.
Cutting up the. I know. You think he would just be.
I think it's pretty cool that he did that for Tom Green.
And he's like, I'll pay for another one. And when someone says that, especially, he goes, I'll pay for another one. You think he'd be like, he's like, oh, great. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Or make a joke back. He goes, well, I hope so. Because you're going to have to.
Yeah, because you're going to have to. It would have been funny if he wrote J.
That's the wrong. Go play it. Watch
terrible.
how bitchy he still gets.
All right. No, actually,
send a bill to the record company.
What's that?
That's what record company.
Okay, no, I hope they're prepared for pay for it, because I'd be awesome. I'm pissed off right now. No, I mean, no, I'm actually kind of really pissed off right now. Are you angry about this? Yeah.
He told me to do it. No.
It's such an unnecessary discomfort. The whole thing's just unnecessary discomfort.
Well, it sucks that he tried to get the other guy. Are you happy about this? He tried to get the producer involved in it. It's like, dude,
but then he goes, out. He told me to do it. And then he has to go, no, don't think that about me.
You know how old this is? Look at the cameras.
Oh, yeah.
Cameras weigh like 7,000 pounds each. You have to have two guys moving around.
Yeah, no shit. I think whatchamacallit, I think the Daily Show is all on iPhone 14s.
Yeah, I know.
I take full responsibility.
No, I know. What you? How much did the desk cost?
Ugh.
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah, thousands. Because we had it made. We had it specially made.
Well, they told me it was handed down through the Green family.
Oh, I know you're coming out here and you're trying to be crazy and you're going to with your little saw.
But isn't that a weird thing to get? You're trying to be a little crazy with your saw. Goes, this is what your whole career was doing, like fucking with people.
If this was David Letterman or Carson, I would be like, okay, this is bad. But
my bum is on your lips. Yeah, listen, if Carson Daly got like that, you'd go like, well, that's a weird kind of a bitchy tone to take about it. However, Carson Daly isn't like out there doing pranks on people.
But you know they had the desk day when the desk showed up. It's here. Oh my God! And they all went out. We have this custom built. I picked this draw in the front. And
I gotta tell you what, a custom built desk for an internet TV show is already a way unnecessary expense.
You're right.
Just get a desk.
A desk. IKEA.
A desk would work.
Yeah, a desk.
a day.
And it should be...
You get a little Restoration Hardware. Maybe an Ethan Allen.
Yeah, Ethan Allen's expensive.
It can be expensive.
It can be expensive.
But at least it's not custom made, so if one day you have on the guy from Jackal who's going to clearly chainsaw up your desk.
Yeah, he showed up with a chainsaw. What did you think he was going to do, juggle?